have so much to say on this that it's ridiculous. If you're watching this video, I've performed a miracle. I have so much to say on this, I might never actually make this video. So if you're watching this, I pulled off an editing miracle. I just want to start off by saying that I feel so bad. Like, I feel the most empathy I've ever felt for anybody. Like, I feel so bad for the Ukrainian president, Vladimir Zelensky. Dude, that guy is going through it. And sure, I saw him play a piano with his penis, and that's not even a joke. But, you know, that's how I know the world is actually almost over. Okay, yeah, we'll roll the clip. It did happen. This guy was a comedian, okay? He's now the president of Ukraine, and I just feel so bad for him. And you want to know what's weird? Is he already said goodbye to everybody. He, like, pulled up his camera, and he's like, oh, well, Russians are coming in. I'm the #1 target. War's literally going on behind me. I guess this is goodbye. And thank fucking God that we've seen him like 100 times since then. He's done like 100 things since then, thank God, because he's the new Tom Cruise. He's the new Jesus fucking Christ. He's the action hero of the movie that is our world. Our Earth and our world is going to possibly end in some epic battle, and this guy's the fucking main action hero to it all. He, like, has, like, people just, like, coming into his country and murdering everybody, and America's like, hey, we'll save you. You're the president. We can get you out of there. And he just says, I need ammo, not a ride. So, and then he said goodbye. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty much good as dead. I'm going to go fight these motherfuckers, and I'll fucking, you know, see you in the next life, bitch. And he rides off into the sunset to go battle these motherfuckers. And now, since Russia has, like, failed in some aspects, and he's, like, still alive or whatever, like, which is terrible to say that, because thank God he's still alive. He's like my new favorite person. He really is. He's my new favorite person, for sure, because he's such a gangster this whole time, and I feel so bad for him. And he's just like, I need ammo, not a ride, and so that was the coolest thing ever. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. And he's still alive, right? They've been fighting off the forces. He's literally just like, give me a shotgun. And so he's just been, like, literally gangster about it. But you want to know what's terrible? You want to know why I feel for him? You want to know what's the worst thing ever? You want to know how you guys don't even know how bad it is. You guys think, but if you really just sat there and thought about, like, hey, well, this could happen to us soon, so we might want to think about how terrible it is or whatever, prepare. But not only that, but it's just like, if you guys really sat and thought about, like, what this even is or what this even means. He's giving this speech right here. It's terrible because he is on a big screen TV, and all these motherfuckers are in suits, sitting in an office, and he is stuck in Ukraine, where it's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare fucking 3D VR RL. Like, it's literally paintball, but with bullets. Or just like, you know, it's like just the real deal. It's like an actual war, right? And he's like rattled but gangster about it, right? He's like, bro, like, you realize that this shit is insane. Because I don't know if you knew that, but it's insane. So, and he's trying to explain to all these people in suits, hey, look, I'm trapped in this place, and I have Darth Vader after me. Like, Putin's turned into Voldemort, and I'm trapped in my city. You guys all going to be there in your offices, and I have to talk to you on this TV, and I'm just asking for some help. And it's so fucked up because, yeah, he's just asking for help. They're like, we put the sanctions on blah, 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 and he's like, okay, so he's like, hey, I get that you're having your sanctions, you're cutting off their money and stuff, and you think that, like, you do this to their gasoline or the economy, but they're over here shooting at my family, like, literally right now. So what about that? So, like, oh, take his money. Or they're here, though, murdering everyone. So what about that? And so that's what's so sad and fucked up. That's why I had to stop everything, is because he's just on this TV. It's like, hey, I don't have the luxury of a script. I'm talking to you guys as human beings. All I'm asking, hello, I'm Vladimir Zelensky. All I'm asking is don't kill my entire family. Is don't murder me. Don't blow up my grocery store. Don't burn my house down. Don't level my city. Don't murder everyone I've ever known. Please just don't kill everyone in my world. Just don't level every place I've ever been, every fucking, all of my favorite restaurants, all of my favorite places, all my favorite animals. Just don't kill and demolish everything. Is all he wants. That's all he wants. He's like, hey, can you just not demolish my entire fucking, not only my life, but the life of millions of people. Just don't ruin everything for millions of people violently in the worst way possible. Please. Like, can you just not do that? Because that's actually happening behind me right now. You guys realize that? I know that it's like, oh, we turn on the news and it's always people suffering, and oh, there's always rockets, and oh, we should care now that it's white people. But there's a 30-mile-long line of soldiers marching into my town right now to kill everyone. So could you stop doing whatever with the sanctions or whatever that even fucking means anymore? So the Germans just dropped us off like 700 bazookas, and that was the shit. That pretty much fucked up the Russians' day. But could somebody help us out? Because it's raining serial killers. They're just paratroopering in. They're just coming in. You see those people? No, yeah, they're just coming to kill everybody. That's it. That's their mission. They're just gonna kill us all. They're just gonna fuck up everything. Yeah, they'll blow up every building. They'll just rip and kill everybody. It's cool. Could you just not, like, destroy everything? Can you not be fucking, like, Hitler? You know? I fucking feel so bad for him, dude. Here's some perspective for y'all. Have you ever, like, made, like, a really nice salad? Or, like, maybe it's top ramen, but, like, you ever just made a dish? Took a lot of time. You haven't eaten all day, but you put so much time and effort into it, and you're so happy, and you're so hungry, and you're like, oh my god, I made this perfect. I'm fucking finally just gonna sit down and eat it. I'm like, all day, fucking like, just like, okay, I made my favorite food. I spoiled myself. We're gonna do it, okay? And then right when you go to sit down to eat it, you just spill it. You feel like you want to snap and burn the house down. Okay, so imagine that, right? You're getting your soup, and then a rocket flies through your house. You know what I mean? Like if you've ever been inconvenienced by like dropping your soup, imagine you're watching TV and a rocket flies through your house. Hey, have you ever been like pissed off when somebody like does something like anything? Well, just imagine if they came to your country and just started killing everybody. Like, you know, murder is wrong, right? Like if somebody killed somebody, they'd be the worst person. Like if you got killed, that'd be the worst thing. Like if you went out and killed somebody right now, that would be the worst thing you could do, right? Oh no, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Russians. They're just walking into their city to kill them though, right now? And I don't understand that, because it's like, okay, so you're obviously the bad guys. You don't just walk into a town and start killing people for any reason. You know what I mean? There's no way to manipulate your mind around the fact that you could ever think that you're the good guy in that situation. That makes no sense. No. So how can there be that many evil people? They're like, oh, they threatened to shoot me or send me to jail if I didn't go in here and kill everybody. Okay, well, a lot of decent people will be like, take me to jail then, or kill me, because I'm not a lunatic. I'm not going to go do that. Like, call their bluff. Be like, okay, kill us all then. Like, you're going to kill all of your own soldiers if they just don't, like, do what, like, you want them to do? Okay, well, then you don't have an army then, or whatever. Or do you want to try to, like, negotiate and make it work? Like, what the fuck, you know? Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, there's just thousands of people coming to kill us. And it's like, how is there that many evil people? What the fuck? And it's like, oh, they're brainwashed. What could they possibly brainwash them to do for them to think that it's okay to, like every bad guy thinks they're the good guy. Let's think about that. Let's just think about how every bad thing is just a miscommunication, right? How could it ever be a miscommunication? How could you ever be tricked into going somewhere where you know you're not supposed to be and just shooting civilians? Oh, is the military actually, what? No, what? It obviously wasn't. You know? So no, you have to be evil to do that. And how is there so many evil people? How is there a 30-mile long thing that's like, oh yeah, we'll be serial killers? Are they just making serial killers in a lab in Russia? Just making Nazis? It's like, yeah, here's another perspective thought journey you can go on. This will probably be better than a bowl of top ramen or whatever. Okay, so just imagine if somebody just murdered your dad. Or your mom, or whoever, you know, like, or whatever, you know, or your sister, or anybody you care about. Just imagine if somebody killed your favorite person. Just imagine that. How pissed off you'd be. You'd be like, fuck that guy. What the fuck? You'd have so many questions. You'd be so pissed off, right? But yeah, so just imagine how pissed off you'd be if, like, one of your parents got, like, murdered. Now think about it. Both your parents got murdered, or your whole family. Wouldn't that be fucking terrible? Now think about if everybody you've ever met just got killed, and not only that. You're like, oh, what a deranged killer. No, but what if it was like the police? Like, but police that just shouldn't be there. You're like, oh, police officers? But they're like Russian officers? Like, just imagine if people came from another country and they came over here to just kill your family. You'd be like, why? What? Like, who? What the fuck? Like, you have so many questions. You'd be like, who's this lunatic? Who are these officers? Who are these armed people that had the audacity? Like, what the fuck gives them, who do they think they are to just like, and Yeah, think about if you've, like me, I haven't traveled very much, right? I've left the state maybe like once or twice. Just about everybody I've ever met is in this town. Sure, I know people that have moved across the country or whatever. But let's just say for the most part that anybody that I've ever met, or at least all my friends and family for the most part, are here. So let's say that if Washington got leveled, everybody I know would be gone. And that's what's happening in Ukraine. Just imagine if everybody you'd ever met got killed. Okay, so now I'm 11 pissed off. How pissed off would you be if somebody fucking killed one of your parents? Super pissed off. Now just imagine if somebody killed all of your friends and all of your family at the same time. They didn't even wean it out. Just one day, just all of my friends are gone. Oh, and then the next day, all of my family's gone. I mean, it's like, you're really lucky to survive that if all of that happened. Oh, really unlucky. I don't know which one. but it's like, no, but I mean, it's a thought journey though, okay? Just imagine how fucking livid if people just, like, if Mexicans just came through the border, they just walked in here and they just started killing people. They go, what? But it's just like, that's a reality. They're like watching the news and they see satellite footage of a 30-mile long convoy of soldiers coming into their town just to kill them. That's it. Yeah, just to kill everybody. It's like, what is this line of thousands of people coming here for? Oh, to kill you. Oh, just to burn everything down and kill everybody. Just to be dicks. Just to be evil. Just to be the worst. Why? It's like, it barely matters. Does it matter? No, I'm sure it doesn't even matter. The fact is it's happening. Do you think it matters to them? Oh, because of blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Still happening. So yeah, it doesn't even matter. The reasoning isn't good enough. It shouldn't be happening. The reasoning, the why is because of bullshit. There's no excuse. That's why I feel for Zelensky and I feel for all these people, because I would be so I would have to kill myself. If that happened here and like everybody I knew was getting bombed and killed left and right, I'd have to kill myself because I have such anxiety. I can't fucking deal with that shit. I'd have like a fucking stroke and an aneurysm at the same time, and I'd shit myself and it'd be violent, and I would just be like, I would dissolve. I would dissolve with anger. And so I can only fucking imagine how fucking pissed off. You know what I mean? You're like, bro, I wanted fucking McDonald's. And now I'm never going to eat anything good ever the fuck again because you guys decided to come in and just blow up shit for no reason. Oh, we had a reason. Oh, you might as well not have a reason because your reason doesn't matter. There should be no reason. That word should just fuck that. Like, just kill him. Kill somebody. Fucking snap, freak out. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I wanted to do this or that, but no, these people just decided to come in here and start ruining everyone's lives. Oh, they're just going to burn everything. They're just going to break everything. They're just going to ruin everything. Like, if somebody came into your house and just put a crowbar through your TV, how pissed off would you be? Okay, now what if somebody came by and burned your house down? How fucking pissed off would you be? What if somebody just blew your car up for no reason? How fucking pissed off would you be? Now, what if that happened to everybody you ever know and then everybody's just getting killed? It's like, and these people are just doing it and they're just allowed to. They're just allowed to. That's pretty much what it seems like. Oh, they're just allowed to. Because they're, might as well, because they're, that we're going to be the only ones to stop them? That's what the Ukrainians are saying. So, okay, so we have to stop them then. Okay. It's like, of course, but yes, then it's just... but it's just so fucked up. It's also fucked up. It's just they had the audacity to just go do that. So it's like they could do that here. Like, if we decided to go and help them, they could just start dropping bombs on us. Because they don't care. They don't care about their own people. They don't care that they're genociding this country. Why would they care to just throw bombs at us? They could even throw a nuke at us, and it wouldn't affect them. We're far enough away. Nukes aren't like... So it's not going to blow up the entire planet if we nuke. No, it's just going to blow up like half the United States. Why would they give a fuck? They don't give a fuck. They're literally leveling their own fucking place pretty much right now. Ukraine is part of Russia, like in a way. It's like built on... They're leveling that place. They're killing everybody. Why would they give a fuck about us? I can see it being a very real possibility that, like, we even say shit and fucking Vladimir just fucking hits the bottle and fucking just throws, like, at least just fucking throws 1 or 2 bombs at us. And that would be the worst fucking thing. We would freak the fuck out. You know? Oh, it happened to us. Oh. I'm fucking waiting for it to happen to us. It fucking sucks, dude. And I talk all this shit. But it's just like, he just wants to live his life. He's like, hey, bro, can I just live my life? Like, I have this thing going for me, and you blew up my courthouse, and you blew up the universities, and you blew up our gas stations, and you just started blowing up buildings and killing people. Can you just not fucking do that? Because just imagine if I almost wish America would get involved. And this is where war really gets bad, because the Russian citizens don't even really want the war. So if we invaded Russia and started killing Russians, we'd be killing innocent people. Because a lot of the Russian citizens don't want the war. So if we just started dropping bombs on their city like they're doing to them, they'd be like, what the fuck? The Russian military might not care because they might not care about their own people. It's debatable because they're not listening to them or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care and I'm not involved and it's beyond me. But it's just, that's what's fucked up is because I want America to get involved. And I want Russians just to know how it feels. I think it would be fucking hilarious. I think it'd be so funny if fucking tanks just rolled through Russia and just started just doing what they're doing. Just mimicked what they did. Just if we just started dropping fucking just on their fucking and just killing thousands of people. Oh, the Russians would lose their shit. Oh, they'd be so fucking pissed. Oh, because it's always so bad when it happens to you. Oh, it's like killers in movies. They're like, oh, I'm violent and I like killing and I'm such a tough guy. And then they get stabbed once and they're like, oh my god, no, please, Kathy, it's all a ruse. I swear to God, I'm a good guy. Please help me. This is the worst thing ever. Is this what I've been doing to people? I'm so sorry. I'm a changed man. It's like, oh. So yeah, that's what you've been doing to people. And yeah, I'm going to stab you 70 more times and saw your balls off. Because it's like, oh, it's so bad when it happens to fucking you, right? Yeah, so I think it'd be so funny if we just started fucking annihilating everybody. Just go through Russian towns, just shooting grenades into the windows. Just hopefully killing 10, but you know why that'd be fucked up? It's because we would be killing innocent people. But it's almost like, oh, that's war, that's what you're doing. How's it fucking feel? And it's almost like, yeah, you do want to do that, but then again, two wrongs don't make a right, and that would totally be a dick move. And it's like, yeah, so we don't want to be a dick, so we're gonna lose. That's what's sad, you know, because we're not gonna stoop to the level. It's like if you're in a horror movie and you're getting chased by a serial killer, but you're not willing to kill him. It's like, okay, so you lost, and that's the sad reality of it, you know. And it's like, why would they ever do that? Isn't Russia fine? Everyone's just living their lives, fucking watching TV, jacking off, playing video games. You know, they have a stable society. Why don't they just fucking chill out, bro? Why don't they just mind their own fucking business? Oh, we want our land to be bigger, or we want what do you want? Hey, well, it doesn't matter. Can you just fuck off? Like, oh, we just have to go. I just want so badly somebody to just start fucking them so that they know how it feels. Like, oh my god, is this what we've been doing to people? Yeah. And now we don't feel bad. I want them to get eviscerated so bad. And it's just so dumb because we can't even attack them because they're Russian citizens, and it's just like, so it's like, okay, so if we can't bomb Russia because they're not even really involved because it's more than half the citizens don't want it. So then what? It's just really one in the world versus Vladimir Putin himself. It's just everybody versus one billionaire. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are all these people really manipulated into doing all this shit just because this one guy and his money? Like, kick him in the fucking balls, you know what I mean? Stab him in the throat. I mean, I'm not saying you have to kill him, but stab him in the throat. His whole life and perspective will change. You know what I mean? Fucking just screw him to the ground and punch him in the face. I don't fucking know. It's just the most dick thing you could do. It's just like, hey, please don't just start blowing up everything. Please just don't destroy everything violently and kill everybody that is in my town. Just don't kill my entire town, the next town, the whole country. Just don't set on fire and brutally murder everybody, please. And they're like, no, we have to. I'm sorry. We had our negotiations. We had our meeting about it, but no, I'm still going to go do it. And it's like, really, there's people just sitting in offices? Just like, hey, stop attacking them. He's like, no, we've made our minds up and we've done all this crap. And they're like, no, but you have to stop doing that. Murder's illegal. What if we attack you? You're not going to like that. Because we're getting really close. Like, don't make me. They're like, no, we're going to just still continue to be dicks. Or they'll just be like, no, we're not going to be dicks. And then it'll just scatter bombs on people. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And I haven't even fucking scratched the surface, bro. It's so terrible, dude. So imagine if you looked out your window, or you drive into town one day, and right when you see the city, you just see, just flashes everywhere. And you're like, what are those flashes? And you just see buildings start falling. You just hear, like, screaming in the distance and just echoing thundering rolls of just thunder and screams. And you're like, people are being mass murdered? Like, and this is happening in a place, oh, it's happening to white people. Oh, my God. But, yeah, it's like, it's happening in a place where people never thought this would happen. So not only is it happening to white people, oh, my God, terrible shit, but the reason why it's terrible and why I'm trying to say that it's relevant, and oh my God, yeah, it's because it's white people. But another thing is, it could be knocking on our doorstep. And nobody ever fucking thinks it's going to knock on their doorstep. But see, that's what this whole thing is, though. That's what this whole Ukraine thing is. It's an example that Putin will drag people into this war. That is a place that never thought that they would get bombed. They never thought that there would have a war in their streets. They never thought that there would ever be a tank in their fucking city. They never thought that there would be Russian troops just walking around in their city. They were like, oh, we're white. We're so white and protected. Look at us. This will never happen to us. And now, look at their city. It looks like it's Afghanistan. It looks like World War II. Like, yeah, they had a regular city, and now it just looks like a fucking field with some rubble. And you're like, oh my god, this looks like a World War II picture. Oh, because everything in World War II was like just rubble. So that's why it looks like that, I guess. But so it's like, I don't know. You just see. But yeah, that's exactly it. Is the fact that this war is happening there right now. That's proof that nowhere in the world's safe. I guess that's what it really comes down to. Is that if Putin wants to drag you into this war, and people, oh, but Ukraine's right next to Russia. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, he's got some weird domination fucking world fucking Hitler fucking boner. And so he's like doing some shit, you know? And he's like beating the fuck out of Ukraine, or trying to, or whatever. And he's just like, if anybody gets involved, I'm going to start beating the fuck out of you too. And that's why we don't want to get involved. We're like, well, this dog's attacking this guy, and I want to save him, but then the dog's going to start attacking me, and I don't really want that. I got a family and things to do, and I got to think about my family. I can't get attacked by a dog today. So, you know what I mean? So like, as much as I'd like to help, I'll take the dog's money away or something. I don't know. They're like, that doesn't help when it's mauling me. You're like, okay, shit, you're right. But I don't know what to do then. You're like, be a hero. Okay. And then fucking Batman steps in. Fucking Batman Zelensky. Bruce Zelensky. Vladimir Wayne. Jon Snow. That's who he fucking is. He's our Jon Snow. He's literally what he is, though. I hope so bad that he survives this whole war. Because he's convinced that he's going to die. And, like, he already said goodbye. And, like, I just hope that him and his family make it out of this, and that they can look back on this one day and just be like, oh my god, that was insane. And even though it was suck to survive in a way, you know, like it's almost like Captain going down with a ship. Like, I'm sure that maybe since so many people are dying and everything's getting destroyed over there, maybe he just wants to go down with the ship. But I mean I hope that one day he can look back on all this. And that's the worst part, is I feel like this guy's so adorable, and I feel like And you know, there's never any justice in the world. And nothing good ever fucking happens. And everybody good fucking dies young. And the fucking devil is won. And everything's shit. And so I can just fucking see this guy fucking getting his head cut off on the streets. But I can't deal with if this becomes one of those videos. You know what I mean? What was that dictator that got like fucking, they like tied a rope around his balls and drug him behind a truck and beat him to death, like dragging him by his balls, shoved a stick up his ass? Like, just fucking annihilated him to death. Gaddafi? I don't know. One of those dictator rulers. But yeah, so nobody ever thinks it's going to happen to them. Us in America? Oh yeah, war will never come to America. Oh, we'll never get nuked. Oh, we'll never have a tank in our city just blowing up people. Oh, well, it'll never just rain men. Like, not even in a good way. It won't ever just rain serial killers. We'll never... And you know, I hope you're right. That's all I'm going to say. I hope you're right. But this war in Ukraine, they thought that. 2 weeks ago, they were living large like us Americans. They're like, oh, we're untouchable. And now their cities, literally, as I speak, they're being killed in their streets. If they don't have a car, it's like, oh, I don't have a car. I bus around. Oh, well, then you're stuck. You have to fight the Russians then. It's like, oh, I have nowhere to go because I don't really have any family. I don't have a car. Like, oh, you have to fight the Russians then because you have people coming to murder you right now. So if you're in America and you don't have a car, just think about, what would you do right now if all of a sudden people were just trying to murder you? And then the streets were clogging up and you couldn't go to the grocery store because they're full and it's like everybody's riding and it's like, and everything literally just is in shambles immediately. Like one day people are going to work, living their lives, everything's all white privilege and bullshit. The next day, no, nobody's working. Grab a gun or move or just like, I don't know, but go underground like shit is popping off. Like night and day difference. One day, boop, we're not even a country that's functioning anymore. It happened just like that in a place where they never thought that would ever happen to them. They never thought that it would ever really happen to them, let alone like today or like, you know, a week ago or whatever. And it's just sad because World War III, it's like, oh, World War III, everybody always hears about it. But you know what that means? That means that there's not a safe place on earth. That means that you won't be an actor. You're not going to be a rock star because there's not going to be any concerts. You're not going to be an actor because there's not going to be any movies. You're not even going to be working at McDonald's because there's not going to be any McDonald's. There's not going to be any more jobs in the world because every single person is just going to be trying to murder every single person. To the point where, no, you can't just calm down and go to work and sleep normally at night. No, every single motherfucking place is going to be popping off. And I don't think we can wrap our minds around that. And sure, the planet is big enough. It's like, oh, let's hide in the forest. But it's like, bro, world war, like, okay, so your world is going to change. Like, your sleeping schedule, your eating habits, your everything, you're going to start drinking out of puddles. Like, your world is going to be literally upside down. And it could happen to us at any fucking minute. And if it's really just because of Vladimir Putin, then it's like somebody needs to figure that out fucking immediately. Because if it really is just that guy, it's like, Jesus Christ, guys. And I feel like when the world ends, if this is how it all ends, it'll be like the movies. There'll be a final battle where the world's on fire and everything's in shambles, and just one person is going to be fighting Vladimir Putin. And Putin's going to be shirtless with a knife, covered in blood, in his fucking underwear or something. And it's just going to be, that in the final battle is just going to be between two people, fucking pretty much naked because their clothes got burnt off. And they're just going to be fighting with a knife covered in blood in the middle of a fucking... Everything's going to be demolished. And it's just going to be that epic, classic scene of just the two people fighting. And since the world is a joke, it's either going to be the old heavyweight champion. Because the old heavyweight champion is... Him and his brother are like fighting this war. Okay, so I don't mean to say it like that, but it's ridiculous because I feel like if anybody's gonna be fighting Putin with a knife when the world's on fire, Putin's just like can't believe that everything fell apart on him, and he's just gonna be like everyone's gonna be dead. Like literally, there's gonna be two people left. Putin's gonna be one of them, and he's gonna be just jacked as fuck. And it'll be this battle, like everything's on fire, and they're like in the middle of the road, and it's raining. And it's either gonna be the heavyweight champion, and he's just gonna beat the shit out of him, and that would be the funniest thing ever. But you know what's even better? If it's fucking Vladimir versus Vladimir, fucking Zelensky versus Putin, I feel like it'll be Zelensky. I feel like everybody thinks that it's going to be a heavyweight champion that just tees off on what's his name, but he's going to die in one of the final battles or something. It's going to be this big tragedy, and the only two people left are going to be Zelensky and Putin. And I hope to God that, because Zelensky, he has his anger. He's like, oh, I'm just like a fucking rage of 1,000 horses now. So, and then Putin is just all like obviously probably just shit-faced or so, I don't know, or mentally just checked out or something's fucking off with him. And so he's going to be just like, you think that you can... And it's funny because everybody's going to be dead, and he's going to think that there's probably still people, and he's going to still rely on his nukes even though everyone's dead. And he's going to be going to fight him, and he's going to be so confident. And then Zelensky's just going to use his rage to just wham, dish, dink. And I hope he just beats this fucking shit out of him. And you know what? Zelensky might have already done that to a Russian or two. He's been in the streets. This gangster has been in the streets. Has been having firefights in the streets. For all we know, he could have fucking annihilated 50 people. For all we know, you know what I mean? And I hope so. Yeah. But I'm rattled. So, and I have to stop this podcast because I'm about to join the Ukrainian army. Holy shit.